before starting the lesson, let me tell you one story. This is a story related to your Stone Age. Okay, now in the ancient age, in the Stone Age, how the Stone Age man started cultivating the crops, how they started agriculture. So a small hint for you, because we have to study the lesson food for all. You know, the man used to wander from forest place to place for food and for other purposes also. They never lived in houses, they used to wander from places. It's like from one place to another, migration. Okay, so now they started feeling hungry. The man you started feeling hungry, so something should be there to eat. And that's why they, whenever they used to go into the forest to hunt, they saw the fruits, so they used to pick the fruits, the tubers, whatever was there, and then they started eating it. Now, the women who were there around, after eating, what they used to do, the men used to go for hunting. But these women, after eating fruit, they used to collect those seeds and they used to throw it into the soil. It was only throwing into the soil. But after some days, they observed that whatever I am throwing into the soil, it is growing. There is a sapling which is coming out of it from the seed. And that's why the women realize that if we are going to sow the seed into the soil, a new sapling comes out. That means what? We will get food to eat. When you are sowing the seed, a new sapling will come out, and again we will get something new to eat, the fruit to eat. This they got an idea of because of those seeds. And this is how the cultivation started, the planting of sowing of seeds started, the cultivation of crops started, and the farming started. This was the Stone Age man in the ancient times. And now see, the technique of agriculture and farming has developed tremendously. So today we have to see in this lesson, you should know the history also, how it started. So I told you a story. Now I will go on the screen, or I'll share the slides with you, and we will study food for all. What is agriculture? What are the techniques used for agriculture, and really how the farmer works hard in the fields for you to get the food. So please observe the lesson and sit straight. So your lesson is food for all. Agriculture, as I told you, a short story related to this. Agriculture is on a commercial basis. Farming is to that particular place of a particular, only for a particular crop. Okay, it can be one or two crops. So from where we get food? We get food from plants. How you get that food from plants? Because we sow the grains in the fields. Sowing the grains means we sow the seed of the grains into the fields, and that's why we get the grains. So we sow grains in the fields. Then we also sow the seeds of the fruits. Okay, but for the fruits plantation, there's a different place, and that place where the fruit plantation is there, it is known as orchard. So we plant fruits into the orchards. Okay, now here you can see that the 60% of the land is used for agriculture. That means what? Our India is a rich country related to agriculture. Boys, more than cities, villages are there. In India, villages are more than cities. And that's why the people of villages are there. They are interested in farming. They will go for farming. And that's why 60% of the land is used for agriculture. Now, there, see, the farmers, they eagerly wait for the rains. Why? Because they need to do all the processes which are related to farming, related to agriculture. Okay, now which are the processes related to agriculture? We will see ahead. But now we will see the seasons. There are two main seasons, agricultural seasons in our country. Which are the two main seasons? The first one, the season from the month June to October. You know, the rainy season starts from June. Okay, so the season from June to October is a Kharif season. It is known as a Kharif season. And what happens over here? The crops are automatically getting water, rainwater. So the crops which are there, they are watered mainly by rain. So what we study the first season is the season from June to October is a Kharif season, and the crops are watered mainly by rain. The second season, second main season is from October to March. It is a Rabi season. And here it will not rain. We don't have a rainy season. So from where we get the, from where the crops will get the water? Yes, the water is a rainwater, but it is not rain. It is a rainwater which is absorbed into the soil. And that rainwater, with the help of wells, tube wells, we are using it for agriculture purpose. Retreating monsoon and dew drops which are there are the sources of water. So what we saw, the two main seasons, the Kharif season from June to October and the Rabi season from October to March. That means what? From June to March. Okay, that is engaged. After that what? April, May and June. March, April, May and June. Those 4 months are also left. So there is one more. Okay, I will explain you ahead. So this is understood. Crops are watered mainly by rain. Rainwater they get for Kharif season. And for Rabi season, the soaked rainwater and the dew drops are the helpful for sources of water. Now, as I told you, which is the third one? It is not a main season, but they are known as summer crops. Some crops are grown from March to June. These are called summer crops. Now, agricultural work, everyone knows. You can see in the slide over here in this picture that a farmer is in the field, working in the field with the oxen. That means the farmer has started plowing the field, tilling the land, then again he will go for another processes. Why he is doing this? Why these processes are done in the fields? The reason is every farmer wishes to get a good harvest. What do you mean by harvest? Good production of crops. More crops, good production, that is harvest. So every farmer wishes to get a good harvest. And why he needs a good production of crops? He needs to sell it. What he will get when he will sell it? A good income. A good harvest will provide a good income to the farmer. So what are the things? See, when you are doing the harvesting, when you are when you need a good agricultural production, crop production, then there are some things also very important for good harvest. Which are the things essential for good harvest? See here, the first one, you can see the land. Now this land is a nutritive land, full of nutrition, good soil. Land means here it is a soil. So the soil which is there is full of nutrition, which will help the crop to grow. And that's why the first important thing for the good harvest is the fertile land. Okay, now see the second picture. In this picture, you can see the seeds. Okay, now these seeds should be of good quality. If the seeds are of not of good quality, what will happen? The crops will not grow. The crops will not grow. It will damage the crop, or the whatever the crops will grow will not be so good, no quality. And that's why second important factor, second important thing for a good harvest is your good quality seeds. Now the third picture, see the third picture over here. In this picture you must have guessed it also, that these bags are of what? For fertilizers. You know, what do you mean by fertilizers? Why they are used? Now fertilizers are, example, crop production was there. Okay, so On the same land, wheat crop is taken, harvested, gone. Again, you're using that same land for another crop. Again, you're using, what happens again and again when you're using the same land, same soil? It loosens, it destroys the nutrition of the soil. Now, you cannot sell that land every time, and you cannot do anything with the land. You need your land. And for that, you need that soil to be nutritive again. Nutrition, it should retain, it should gain the nutrition back. And that's why what are used? Fertilizers are used. So the third important factor is fertilizer. And of course, your crop will need water. Availability of water, very much necessary. Now this water can be from different sources. It can be natural or artificial, but water is very much important. So what we saw, the things which are essential for a good harvest: fertile land, good quality seeds, fertilizers, and availability of water. Next, look here, this land, you can see there are some crops which are which have started growing. Now this is very much necessary. It is necessary to carry out the task of tilling the land. Now what do you mean by tilling the land? Tilling means you have to digging the land, digging the soil, overturning the soil, the top layer, okay, removing the rocks, the pebbles, everything, and to loosen the soil. That is known as tilling the land. So it is very much necessary to till the land before sowing the seed into the land, into the soil. Okay, now everything is done. The farmers will do all the processes and the crops are grown. Now, when the crops are grown, they should be protected also. We need this crop product, it needs a protection from the birds, otherwise birds will eat. Pigeons, you know, the pigeons will come and eat. So protection is very much important from the birds, from the animals, and from the other calamities also. So protection is important, and plus storing, very important. When a crop is grown, then you remove the crop, that means you are harvesting it. And after that, that crop is collected, the grains are collected. Now anywhere you cannot keep it. Rains will there, it will damage the crop. Anything will come, mouse or rat will come, it will damage the crop. So it should be stored properly. So protected and stored properly. The crop should be protected and stored properly. Now you can see this picture, full population. You know, India is one of the densely populated countries, second highest, and on the verge to be the first one. So our India's population is increasing. Still, even if the population is increasing, all the people are getting food. That means what? Increase in population, food production is also increasing. What is the reason? Why we are able to meet the needs of the people? Because of the modern techniques which are used. The modern techniques which are used in agriculture, the improved, there is improvement, modern methods are used, and that's why we are able to meet the needs of the people. Now, traditional agriculture, that means in the ancient times, how that agriculture was done. You can see the picture of a farmer with the oxen over here. This farmer is actually tilling the land, loosening the soil. But how he is doing it? He is doing it individually. So he will take the help of oxen and he will plow the land and till the land. So plowing and tilling the land was done with the help of oxen. And later on, once there was a crop production, then that time he will remove the crops, that is harvesting. So harvesting and threshing was done with the help of family members. So who used to help the farmer? Oxen in plowing and tilling the field, and family members who are helping them in harvesting and threshing. But now it is not so. Now machines are used. So before was a traditional agriculture. Now here see, as I told you, nowadays machines are used. So different machines are used for tilling the land, okay, even harvesting, even for threshing. Now, what do you mean by plowing, tilling, threshing, harvesting? Okay, let us see one by one. Plowing the land means loosening the soil before sowing seed. Before sowing any seed, you have to loosen the soil or planting. So turning over the uppermost layer, it will turn the uppermost layer. Second one, tilling the land. What do you mean by tilling? Digging the land, stirring it, and overturning it. Okay, so almost plowing and tilling is a little similar process. Harvesting. Now she's so happy because she has got a good crop production. Now she has collected that crops. That means what? The process of gathering the crop from the fields. Okay, that is known as harvesting. Now the crop is collected, it is harvested. Now what will happen further? They will thresh it. They will take that grain and they will thresh it. Why they're threshing it? When they are threshing it, that time the part which is there, what we eat, edible part we say, that will come out on one side and the straws will be on the other side. Okay, so here you can see threshing. Process of loosening the edible part of grain from the straw to which it is attached. So these are all the processes a farmer uses in the field and many more. Plowing, tilling, harvesting and threshing. Now here threshing is done with the help of family members. Okay, but nowadays with the help of modern machines, all these things are done. There are some leather bags over here in the slide. Similarly, in the olden days, they used to have a huge leather bag, huge, big one. And that leather bag was tied to the oxen. Now, what was there in that leather bag? Water. Water used to be collected from the well. So in that leather bag, the water was collected from the well, put it into the leather bag, and that leather bag was tied to the oxen, and oxen used to pull it, and this is how the crops were watered. What is that leather bag known as? A mott. M-O-T, mott. A mott means a huge leather bag driven with the help of oxen was used to draw water from the well. This is machines, modern machines which are used for the different tasks, different work in the fields. So tasks were done with the help of machines. Now, improved methods of agriculture. Now, which are the improved methods of agriculture? What is the improvement? Traditional method we saw. Now, what is the improvement? In the traditional method, they used to collect the seeds and keep it for the next rainy season. Means for the next Kharif season, they will keep it, the seeds, to sow in the soil. But now, seeds are improved. They have improved. So we get improved seeds. Earlier, seeds were preserved for the next harvest. Now, they are available in the market for every crop, such as jawar, rice, groundnut, and wheat. And that's why we can restore. They can resist the pest attack. See here, this is a pest who has attacked the crop, and you can see the leaves over here. They eat it. You can see the hole here in the leaves. Example, now also you can see if you have palak, whenever you're purchasing palak, spinach, okay, open that leaf of that palak and the spinach. See, if it is a plain leaf, that means there is no pest attack. But if you can see small holes in that leaf, that means there was a pest attack. So this is how the pest attacked the crops. And if you want to avoid the pest attack, you should have improved seeds, good quality seeds. there are some crops, okay, there are some crops which will have with a low water supply, means the crops will not require more of water, it will require less water, but production will be more. So there are some crops with a low water supply, but some crops give higher yield. Now in the next session we will see which are the modern methods of irrigation.